Well, hello, my beauty accessorizers. Welcome to Accessorize Your Life. I'm Julia. Thank you for tuning into this video where I am on day 9 of opening up my advent calendars and finding the cute surprises behind each door. So the tea for today was an Earl Grey lavender, and I got a lovely gift. It was a mirror from my self-care, well-care advent calendar from Loverie. I never know how to pronounce that. And as you may have seen, it's going to be up here. The brand for today is Guerlain. Guerlain, yay! On a day where I don't have much time to play around with her as much as I'd like to, but we're going to make it work. So last year I did not pick up a Guerlain eyeshadow palette for the holidays. So that was 2024. The year before I did, and this is what I picked up. The eyeshadow palette here. This palette is beautiful. What is the name of it? It's Animal Fantasy? Was it the Animal Fantasy theme? Hold on. Let's just read the back. It was in the Animal overall, the umbrella of Animal Fantasy. But the actual palette is the Rouge G 879 Glittery Tiger. And what does she look like? Ho ho ho. Guerlain took a leap of faith and went with these bold colors. I think Chanel had something similar out that year. I also picked up the lipstick case from 2023. And don't ask me the color, but I will be applying that to my lips. It's beautiful. So I had the case and the quad for 2023. So excited to use it today. Now, just a little bit of information. I did pick up this year's holiday palette from Guerlain. This one is 520 Stellar Glow. This is the packaging. I picked up this one for this year because I really like this print. But I did get this year's lipstick to go in it, which I don't even know what color that is right now. I would have to look it up. But it's beautiful. It looks like a brick red. You've probably seen this already. Is the color story for 2025 holiday Stellar Glow. I have not used it yet because I am just enjoying all of the eyeshadow palettes from Christmas past, as you know. So let's get busy with a look. I do have to run some errands, so I do want to get in here and get this done. But do a good job too. So here is the palette. And I am going to I think I'm just going to do an all over green look because I have to go out like I said. So I'm going with a fluffy brush, laying that down. And it's just going to be a light bit of color on my eyelids, not too much, so that I don't look too crazy out there in the world, like in the daytime, going out with a lot of colors on my eyes and people thinking, what's going on, what is wrong with her? Some people don't care, they'll do it anyway. You know, tell me if you're one of those people. You wear your bold eyeshadows out, all your glitter during the day as well. To me, I'll save that for going out for a special occasion. Usually it may start off midday and then run into the evening. You know, I'll wear it out then. Feel like I have a reason to be glittery and flashy, but I'm not a flashy person, so I'm not comfortable doing that. So I'm going to wipe off the brush, and I will go in with this purple. So we have that beautiful green, that purple, that gold, and that kind of pink shade there. And I'm going to put the purple just about here, just a little bit. And you know, they still may think I'm crazy when I'm out there in the streets with this all on. But I'm going to the library to return a book. Just finished reading, I think it's, here it is, Shield and Sparrow, or Shield of Sparrows. Yeah, Shield of Sparrows. I just finished reading this one. So good if you like romantic fantasy. It was really good. And I couldn't put it down. So I'm going to return it because someone else wants to check it out. I was on a wait list for 3 months for that book. And it came up and I couldn't wait to get into it. And I couldn't get out of it. Only to find out the second book is coming out in April of next year. So I'll have to hope that the conclusion, the story will end then. Because it just leaves me hanging when I don't know. So these shadows are really smooth. They're beautiful. They're easy to apply. You can't go wrong with Guerlain. I'm going to swatch them real quick. The purple is not swatching. It's kind of dry right now. Wasn't before. But there are all the colors swatched for you. The pink, the gold, the purple, and the green. Such a pretty color story. Mascara. I'm not even going to prime my eyelashes. Just gonna go in with some mascara. So on my face I am wearing Christian Louboutin today as my foundation, and I have Guerlain face powder on. Don't know if I have a Guerlain bronzer. I don't think so, but I'm looking at the Victoria Beckham bronzer. No, actually, yeah, bronzer. I was going to say it was a contour, but no, it's a bronzer. The Brick. And, yeah, I want to do a look with some Victoria Beckham before the end of the year. Because, you know, this year, Pantone color was a beautiful chocolate color. And I want to do a look. Even, I think someone asked me to do like a cocoa look. I think it was with the Patrick Ta palette, though. It was with this palette. And by the way, I just may pick, no, I won't do it. I wore this yesterday when I went out. But, yeah, this is not bad. I can leave this here like this. I like it. I'm going to put a little bit of the green on the lower lash line. It's more of a satiny green, whereas this purple is really matte. And I think that's why it's a little drier in the pan. Let's get back to Mag. Mag is my magnification mirror. I don't know if that's for the face or not. Let's just take a Q-tip and clean some of this up. Just made a huge mess on my face. Can you see it? I really need to clean it up. I hate to because I will be wiping away my skincare, but right now I don't have a lot of time, so I can put some more on. I can put some more on. Yeah, I don't mind going out like that. This is not bad at all. And I want to put a little bit of color in the inner corner. So the gold or this pinky. Let's go with the pinky color. It's maybe a little, it's brighter. Yeah, I'll turn it over. I'm going to put some of that gold over top of it. If it will take. Not really. So we'll put the gold right here. Gold is not really taking, but this is the look thus far. I'm going in with the one blush I have from Guerlain. Surprises me that I don't have that much in the form of face products from Guerlain. As much as I like the brand. I do have some of the meteorites, but I'm not going to wear those today. They're not from this collection. think that's enough because this is really pigmented. It's a nice blush. And I think one thing about Guerlain blushes, at least this one, is that they stick with you, you know? They don't just fade away during the day. They kind of hang tight with you, and I like that about their blushes. So I really should look into getting more. And I want to take down some of this pink color in the inner corner. So I'm going in with that green, which is so soft. I'm just going to go over that a little bit. It is daytime after all. I see the yellow. I see the yellow. And now we're going in with the lipstick. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's almost like a fuchsia. In the tube. Not on the lips. Must be a satiny matte. I like this. I like this. I need a clean brush to kind of just steer things in the right direction. Put things where I want them because I think they're going a little wild here. They went a little wild and crazy. I have another little pencil brush here to just work this in without poking my eye. And I still feel like I need to pick up a little more of that green. This definitely looks holiday-ish to me. My tea, by the way, is really good. I don't taste any lavender. I guess it gets lost in the sauce of that black tea. Yesterday I met up with my girlfriends and we went to Fredericksburg, Virginia. That's our meeting grounds because it's 30 minutes from me and one of my other girlfriends. And then the one who lives in the district, she meets me here in my area, and then we drive down together to Fredericksburg. Anyway, we went to, not much going on down there, but it's accessible. So we went out to eat, but we also toured George Washington's birthplace, or where he lived when he was a little boy. And they had a little gingerbread competition going on there, so I'll insert a little bit of that in this clip while I'm talking here, and you can see that. I feel like I'm missing something, and maybe it's bronzer, so let's go on and put a little bit of bronzer right here, right here, right here, right here, just to give my face some depth. Feels like it's a little flat. I'll find a brush and then we'll be finished. I thank you so much for tuning in to day 9, where I opened up the advent calendars, got some treats from behind those doors, and most importantly picked out this lovely eyeshadow palette from Christmas Past. This was 2023. Like I said before, and I went all out for that one, getting the palette and the lipstick case and the lipstick to go along with it. The meteorites were, I don't know, I don't think they were for me. Then I already had one and I didn't feel like I needed another one. You see what this bronzer does? It just adds that warmth to the face and brings everything together. The blush helped. I needed something to ground everything, just to bring it all home. And I think that the bronzer did that. This to me is definitely a evening out look, especially with the lip. I'm going to set my face with some Danessa Myricks. But before I do that, I'm going to go back in with the Guerlain powder because I just feel like I need a little more powder. I'm going to have to pick up a new powder from Guerlain, I think. Make sure everything is blended well and is playing together. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I am loving doing these videos. I think that revisiting palettes from Christmas past is a great way to stay focused and stay out of the other makeup and just get to what has been sitting and not used. And that's one thing about this channel. I use old makeup, you know, so that you're not pressured into thinking you have to run out and get something that I show you, and I use new makeup sparingly. So if that's something that jives with you, I hope you'll tune back in and visit my channel more frequently. Even subscribe if you haven't, because that's what I'm all about. Just using the makeup I have, because I have invested quite a bit into it already. So why not, right? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not make it a part of my everyday makeup? Because what else am I going to do with it, right? What else am I going to do with all this makeup? I need to use it. I definitely need to use it. So I think this little hair piece, adornment, accessory goes so nice with the look, so there's no doubt about it. When I'm out and about and people see this look, they'll get the message. They'll get the message. They'll know what it's all about. Guys, I'm gonna run off and just get everything that I need to get done before it's too late and the traffic gets crazy. Because I'm not about being out there when it's crazy. Did I do this without coughing? I feel it coming up my throat though. This mist is fine. It's not so large. I like it. Okay, there we are. So guys, I wanted to pop back in before I ran out the door. I did want to be transparent. I took down the green eyeshadow and the purple eyeshadow some because it was just a little too much, and I went over it with the brown from the Patrick Ta palette just to tone it down some so I didn't look a little too crazy. I used this shade right here. And I didn't like the little bow hanging out on the side, so I tucked it under. That's more me. And got on my vest because it's going to be 50 degrees. So I wanted to share that with you. And I'm going to put on some Guerlain Love Fest Burning Cherry. So where is the nozzle? Here it is. And I'm out the door. Don't want to forget my bracelet. It was a gift. Alrighty guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.